Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jennifer Kurtz and I am the ACE Team Senior Specialist here with the Children's Museum of Houston, and I would love to read to you The Perfect Nest by Catherine Friend and illustrated by John Manders for today's story time. But first, I would like to thank our friends over at Phillips 66 in their Read Strong All Year Long program for making it possible for me to read you the story from my home. So without further ado, The Perfect Nest by Catherine Friend and illustrated by John Manders. The Perfect Nest. All right, so let's see what we have here. So I see a chicken, and I see a barn, a nest, and then 2 arrows leading inside. Let's go inside and see what's going on. Oops. All right. Jack the cat gathered together everything he needed to build the perfect nest. Dry and cozy and just the right size. So, oh look, he has a hammer and some nails. Oh, he took some hay from the cow. Oh, and the dog is there. Took a pillow. What is this Jack the cat doing? But the nest was not for Jack. With the perfect nest, he would attract a perfect chicken who would lay a perfect egg, which would make a perfect omelet for a cat like Jack. Soon enough, the chicken came along. Oh, look at him. Oh, there's a welcome sign. That looks really cozy. Oops. Sorry, guys. Ay caramba, she cried, a perfect nest. She hopped in and laid a small egg. Then a duck waddled by. Sacre bleu, she cried, the perfect nest. The duck pushed the chicken out, hopped up, and laid a medium-sized egg. Then a goose lumbered by. Great balls of fire, she cried, a perfect nest. The goose pushed the duck out, hopped up, and laid a large egg. Do you see the different sizes? So you have the large, the medium, and the small. Oh, the duck and the chicken left. They're not very happy. Jack's mouth began to water. 3 eggs would make 3 omelets. But then the duck leaped on the goose's back. This is my nest. The chicken flew up onto the duck. No, this is my nest. The three cackled and quacked and honked, but each refused to leave the perfect nest. They squished each other for days. Oh, look at them. It probably isn't very comfortable. Each day, Jack tried to get the birds off the eggs. Fire, fire, he cried. They didn't move. Flood, a flood, he cried. They didn't move. Woof, a woof, he cried. But the chicken, the duck, and the goose would not move. He would try to get the dog involved. Dog wasn't having it. All right, so Jack is overlooking these 3. Finally, Jack stood before them. You birds are so silly. The next farm over has an even better nest, and it's empty. Why doesn't one of you use that nest? An empty nest, cried the chicken. Without a goose to sit on my head? Ay caramba! Sacre bleu, cried the duck. I am tired of smelling like the chicken. That nest is mine. Great balls of fire, cried the goose. Out of my way! And they all flapped away. Alas, Jack returned to the nest and peeked inside. He arranged the eggs neatly in a row. Small, breakfast, medium, lunch, and large dinner. Jack's stomach rumbled, but then... Crack! A small egg broke open and out popped a wet baby chick. We looked up at Jack and said, Ay caramba! Hola, mommy! Crickety snap! The medium-sized egg broke open and out scrambled a wet baby duck, who looked up at Jack and said, Sacre bleu! Bonjour, mama! Crackety, crackety, boom! The largest egg broke open and out stepped a wet baby goose who looked up at Jack and said, "Great balls of fire! Howdy, Ma!" Jack hid in the barn. The 3 babies found him. He hid in the woods. The 3 babies found him. Jack hid under the tractor. You see them? The 3 babies found him and dragged him back to the nest. Oh, they're so cute. Sleep, 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 the tired babies finally whispered. Cold, 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 said the shivering babies. Jack scratched his head. Someone had to care for these babies, but there was no one else around. Jack lifted all 3 babies into the nest. Buenas noches, Mama, said the baby chick. Bonne nuit, Maman, said the baby duck. Sweet dreams, Ma, said the baby goose. Then Jack climbed into the nest and the babies fell asleep. That's when he realized that this really was the perfect nest. See how he closed the door now? He didn't want anyone else coming in. He found his nest. All right, that's it. I'd like to thank you all for joining me on this virtual story time. I hope y'all enjoyed the story as much as I did. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time.